Good morning, friends. Welcome back to our IMST class. We are in Unit 7, Unit 6, right? So let me share PPT to you all. So here, in this IMST Entrepreneurship Development. So in this topic, we discussed what is meant by entrepreneur and the process and the barriers we are completed, and essential requirements of the entrepreneur already we completed. Role means here functions. In the last class, we discussed this thing, entrepreneurial functions and characteristics of a successful entrepreneur already we completed, right? Next, in the last class, self-employment schemes and financial assistance program. These two topics are also completed in the last class. So today's class, we need to focus these two topics, 7 and 8. Know the use of EDP programs. And next thing, understand the importance for startups. Right? Just in this class, we need to discuss 7 and 8 topics. These two. Right? In the next class, we will end up with this unit with these last two topics: evaluate technical factors and feasibility study. These two will have the one class, and that is the last class for 6th unit of IMST. So today's EDP and startups, 7 and 8, right? Right, look at here, EDP programs. So what is meant by EDP? Entrepreneurs Development Program is called as here EDP. Once again, I want to repeat the full form: Entrepreneurs Development Program or Entrepreneurship Development Program. Entrepreneurship Development Program. So here, first of all, please look at this slide. Qualities of a successful entrepreneur. Simply, entrepreneur means the company owner or the chairman, right? Enterprise means the company or the organization, right? So here, entrepreneurship means the entrepreneur having skills, abilities, hard work, accountabilities, analytical mind, leadership, right? Goal setting, self-confidence, strategist, innovative powers. Of all these capabilities of entrepreneur to maintain his organization or enterprise with effectively. That is called as here entrepreneurship, right? So these are the qualities of a successful entrepreneur. So moderate risk taking, hard work, accountability, educated in real sense, analytical mind, dynamic leadership, presence of mind, accommodative and courageous and tactful, market or right decisions, far sighted, right perception of things, enjoys the simple life. These are the few things: innovative, self-confidence, goal setting, keep observation, sociable, loves the works. So simply hard work, loves the new ideas, team builders, clear understanding, abilities of a conceptualization, make repeat customers. So simply here, repetitive customers, all the time, active and mobile, and patience, and perseverance, and optimist. Optimist means having hope upon the future of the company. Next, strategist. Strategist means here excellent planner. Next, pleasure of success. These are the few skills or qualities of an entrepreneur. So here in this EDP, Entrepreneurship Development Program, We need to build these all types of qualities to the entrepreneur. That is EDP, Entrepreneurship Development Program. Once again, I want to repeat. So in this EDP program, to develop all these types of skills to the entrepreneur by giving training is called as their EDP, Entrepreneurship Development Program, for the purpose of effectively and successfully run their business, right? So ఒక కంపెనీని సక్సెస్ఫుల్ గా రన్ చేయడానికి కంపెనీ చైర్మన్స్ కి ఓనర్స్ కి మనం ఒక ట్రైనింగ్ ఇచ్చి ఈ క్వాలిటీస్ ఈ స్కిల్స్ అన్నిటిని నేర్పిస్తాం. ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ పేరే ఈడిపి, ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్షిప్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. ఓకే, so just we need to give training to the entrepreneurs or company chairman or owners by giving the training for the purpose of developing all these qualities or skills to run his organization or enterprise. That is called as your EDP, Entrepreneurship Development Program, right? In this training program, we have 3 phases: pre-training phase, training, and post-training phase. So phases means nothing but here stages. So stages of EDP. So EDP is a process or a program, right? So here we have 3 stages: pre-training stage or phase, training phase or stage, post-training phase or stage. So by using these 3 types, 3 stages, we can give training to the chairman for development of the some skills to run his organization successfully, right? So here, look at this first phase. What type of skills a person has before training? So here, pre-training means before going to give training, that is called as a pre-training. So training means during the training. Training is to training ki ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేయక ముందు, ట్రైనింగ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత. సో దట్ ఈస్ 3 levels. సో ప్రీ ట్రైనింగ్ మీన్స్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వక ముందు మనం ఏం ప్లాన్ చేయాలి. ట్రైనింగ్ మీన్స్ డ్యూరింగ్ ద ట్రైనింగ్ what are the necessary steps and activities we need to take for this stage. ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేయాలి. పోస్ట్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఫేజ్ మీన్స్ హియర్ ట్రైనింగ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మనం ఏం చేయాలి. సో after completion of a training, then what will we need to do? That is post training. So in this pre-training, so before start the training, then we need to take some actions. That is called as your pre-training stage. So what type of skills of a person has before training? Look at here, before training. What type of skills a person has before training? ఎలాంటి స్కిల్స్ ఉండాలి ఆ కంపెనీ చైర్మన్ కి లేదా కంపెనీ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్ కి? సో we need to understand this thing here, right? So look at this thing. These are the different skills. These are the different types, right? That is here. What type of skills of a person before training means? So these skills, these are the different skills. So these skills of a person has before training, planning for these all things. Next, training phase, develop and polish his skills to make him expert in particular sector. So just giving the training for the purpose of develop and polish his skills to make him expert in particular sector. ఒక పర్టికులర్ సెక్టార్ లో అతన్ని ఎక్స్పర్ట్ గా చేయడానికి మనం డెవలప్ చేస్తున్నాం అతనికి స్కిల్స్ ని, రైట్? సో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఈజ్ హియర్, కండక్టింగ్ ఈజ్ హియర్ ఇన్ దిస్ సెకండ్ స్టేజ్. And the post training means after completion of the given training, what will we need to do for that particular person? Training ఇచ్చేసిన తర్వాత మనం ఏం చేయాలి? So what he is doing after training, already I told you, after training, what he is doing after training, and evaluate the result of training and provide help. So Just these are the three phases, and we need to go in depth view. So that is why here pre-training stage, training phase, and post-training phase. Already we have pre-training, training, post-training. Same way, pre-training, training, post-training, right? First of all, first stage here, pre-training phase or first stage, pre-training stage. So here, first of all, when we are giving training to the chairmen. So first of all, select the entrepreneurs who is going to take training and who is going to take successfully run his business or their business, right? So here selection of a entrepreneur ఎవరికి ట్రైనింగ్ ఇవ్వాలి వాళ్ళని ముందు సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలి. That is the first step here. Select the entrepreneur who is going to take the training. Next, the point B is here, arrangement of infrastructures to give the training. Arrangement of the infrastructure like classrooms, board, chalks or PPTs, PDFs, whatever type of presentations, that type of arrangements we need to do, arrange the infrastructures. Next, tie up the guest faculty for the training purposes. So tie up means guest faculty. So the guest faculty means here exact trainer. We need to recruit him for giving the training to the entrepreneurs or the company chairmen. So guest faculty arrangement for the training purpose. And next, arrangement for inauguration of the program. So inauguration means start the business, start the program. So arrangement for conducting starting program or introduction program. And next is selection of necessary tools and techniques for the purpose of training, right? Selection of necessary tools and techniques. So what type of methods we need to give training, and what type of tools means PPT presentations or projectors or boardroom, classroom methods, whatever materials giving, whatever tools and techniques for using, giving the training. Next, formation of selection committees. So for giving the training, selection committees. Next, arrangement of for publicity and campaigning. Publicity, giving publicities about this program. So that arrangements, publicity arrangements we need to make here. Next, develop application form to join in this UDPs. Next, finalization of training syllabus. Training syllabus. Here IMST we have some syllabus, right? We have 8 units. First unit to 7th unit. These units are related to the management under the organization. The last unit is used to IoT, smart technologies, right? This the few curriculum or designing of our IMST subject. At the same way, we give the training to the owners or chairmen. Then the type of syllabus or type of topics or chapters we need to discuss to the chairmen in the name of training. So here, just we need to prepare the syllabus of training. So that is here, finalization of training syllabus. Next, period potential survey for the opportunities available. Okay, so these are the few steps are comes on here. Pre-training phase. Pre-training phase in రకాలు ఆలోచించాలి. Before start the training, these are the different arrangements and training guest faculties and the tools and techniques of training. These all things, all these arrangements are we need to do before going to start a training. That is pre-training phase. After successfully arrangement of all these things, then we need to give the training. So that is here the training phase. Training phase. So here, need for achievement, a trainer should be see the following changes in the behavior of the trainees. So here we have two words, trainer and the trainee. Trainer and the trainee. Trainer means who gives the training. That person is called as a trainer. Trainee means who take or who learned the things from the trainer is called as a trainee, right? So here the trainer should observe the behavior of the trainees. Right here, attitude will be tuned very much towards his proposed project ideas and motivated to plug it into entrepreneurial career and bear the risks. So here, after giving and during the training, just we need to check the entrepreneurial means the chairman or owner himself and his behavior and his risk bearing levels, and he should behave like an entrepreneur or not. Just we need to check he behaves like an entrepreneur or not. Next, what kind of entrepreneur traits he lacks the most? So lack of the traits, entrepreneurial traits, just we need to observe here. So what are the loopholes and what are the drawbacks having with an entrepreneur? Just we need to find out and give the more training necessities or training requirements to them. Next, whether the possesses the knowledge of technology and the resources. So the possesses the knowledge of the technology of the resources, and we provide or we give some knowledge to the entrepreneurs that the technology knowledge and the resources and their utilization knowledge. Does the possess the required skill is selecting the viable product, the mobilizing the required resources at the right time or not? So these are the different steps we need to take in this training phase or during the training, right? After completion of these two phases, then we will enter to this third phase, that is post-training phase. After completion of giving training, then this third thing we will appear, the post-training phase. It is also known as the follow-up. So EDP means Entrepreneurship Development Program. So this is the third phase, that is review the pre-training work. Review means this thing, pre-training, just review the pre-training works. And the second thing, review the process of training program, means the second phase. And third thing is here, review the past training approach, the method is used to give the training to the entrepreneurs, right? So here, these are the three steps we have in the post-training process. That is only reviews, only review or checking the performances of the first stage and the second stage and the third stage, right? So this is the EDP processes, pre-training, training and post-training stages. And next, coming to this slide, objectives or benefits of EDP. Through giving this EDP program to the chairmen or owners, what are the benefits we have? What is the importance or what are the significances we need to have from this EDP, right? So look at these all things are the benefits or importance of EDP programs. So first one is here, activity level of the respondents. So activity level of the respondents. So respondents means here the entrepreneurs who take the training. Okay. So activity level increased or not. Just we need to check here. So in this benefit or objective of UDP is thing. So the active power will develop of the respondents. Next, a new enterprise established. After after getting this training or EDP, the person is able to start a new business or start a new enterprises. So after completion of EDP, the the respondents or the trainees can able to start a new enterprise. That is the here new enterprise establishment. Next, total investment made. So the persons are able to make the total investments to establishment of a new company. Next, investments in fixed assets are made. The number of people employed, number of jobs created, increase their profits, increase their sales, and make a quality of products and make a quality of services, right? Next, quicker repayments of loans. If the company or if the enterprise take the loan, then quicker repayments are there. So these are the few benefits from the EDP, right? So finally, EDP means Entrepreneurship Development Program. This we have the three stages: pre-training stage, training stage, and post-training stage. So for these three stages, we need to develop and we need to give training about these all things for the entrepreneurs to maintain his enterprise successfully, right? And these are the benefits of EDP, right? Now coming to the next topic is here, eighth, importance of business startups. Startups. So look at here, startup means, so the meaning of startup in India, from job seekers to job creators. This is the meaning, simply meaning. So job seekers to job creators. So simply startup means just to start a small type of organization or a business. That is called as here simply startups. So the economy of a country depends upon the countrymen. The large number of employees and working people better with the economy. So the large number of employees and working people better with the economy. The Indian government realizes that the India people have the potential to work hardly. All they need is promising startups. So look at here. So business startups. The process. Business startup. So simply startup means establishment of a new small scale companies or organizations. So this is the process to establishment of a new company, right? So look at here, the lean principles and the processes. So the first thing, idea for product or services. So for establishment of a new company, we need to develop some ideas for making a product or for making a service to the customers. So what type of product we need to produce and what level of production we need to do and what type of design we need to give and why not what type of services we need to provide and what qualitative services we need to give. So this is all about the ideas generation for product or services in the name of establishment of a new company. So idea generations for startups, idea generation for starting new business. This is the first step. After completion of this idea generation, then write a plan or funding proposals. Funding proposals. So simply funding proposals means just plan for how much amount we need to start a new business. So how much fund when it required, how much amount when it required for establishment of a new business or startup companies. So that proposals we need to find here. So write a plan or funding proposals means, so how much amount when it required for start this business. And these plans are for through the equity shares or through the preference shares or through the debentures or by the bank loans. What are the different sources we need to have and plan for them, right? So what are the different sources and how much level of investment we need to make? These two are concerned here. This is the second stage of business startups. And the third thing is here, waiting for the funding. Waiting for the funding. So after completion of this proposal and after finalization of different sources of finance, means equity shares, preference, bank loans, debentures, these are the different sources. After finalizing of these sources, then we are waiting for the receive or arrangement of funding. That is called as here waiting for fundings, waiting for fundings. And next, execute the plans. This thing is come from this waiting for the funding. In this stage, we will get the money from the different sources. Then we need to execute our plans by using of our arranged money. So execute the plans. So here execute plans means develop a business and construction of the buildings, arrangement of the machineries, recruit the employees and the workers, and give training to them, and collect the materials and arrangement of these all things, machineries, layout, project layouts, plant layouts. These all things are we need to arrange because we have the funds. So these all things, arrangements of production layouts, buildings construction, arrangement of machineries, and arrangement of the workers and employees, and give the training to them. These all things are so parts of this plan. Execute the plan for business startups. After completion of this thing, measure impact. So the measure the impact. So what is the impact of our processes or from our businesses? Next, last evaluation of the impacts. What are the future impact we have from our businesses? So this is the last step, right? If our business is a success, our business is going to in a successful way, then we need to more funds. We need to have more funds for development of our business. So that is the point here. After completion of evaluation report, then seek more funds. So we are entering to the second stage again. So funding proposals like additional funding we need to arrange from bank loans or equity shares or preference shares. Then wait for funds, then execute plans and measure the performance and evaluate the performance. If performance is good, then seek additional funds for development of the organization. So through these things, this is cyclic process, right? This is the process of business startups. New business start చేయాలంటే ఇన్ని steps ఉన్నాయి, right? Idea generation to what type of product or what type of service we need to give, and plan for finance or investment, and waiting for the funds. After getting the funds, execute our plans and check our performance and evaluate our performance. If our performance is good, then seek for additional, plan for additional funds for development of our business, and wait for funds and execute plans and check our performance and evaluate our performance. If performance is good, then again we seek more funds, more fundings or more money, more investment, and wait for funds and execute plans, check our performance and evaluate performance. So this is the cyclic form. So this is all about the startups and new business. processes, right? So these are the advantages and disadvantages. So advantages of a startup business. Startups means a new business, small level, small scale new business means here startups. So these are the advantages. So agility. Agility means quickness or alertness. So in the startups, the chairman or employees are having alertness and quickness. That is agility. These are the best advantages. Next, improve efficiency in our work, all the business activities. Next, to develop the team cultures. So in our startups means small business organizations. So there, the teamwork and the team culture will develop. So it is another advantage. And next, personalization. Personalization means here designing product based upon the customer needs. So personalization means just as we started a startup business. So here another benefit or advantage here personalization, that is develop of a new product based upon the customer attitude and customer taste and preference, and our product should satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. So that is the point here. So designing or develop a product based upon the customer's attitude, and our product should satisfy the customer needs. That is called as here personalization. So it is another advantage. Next, versatility. Versatility means here adaptability or usefulness of our all resources. So it is another advantages of our startups. Next, flexibility is another advantage of our startup businesses. Having fun with the by using coordination cooperation with the employees. So these are the advantages of startup businesses. And these are the disadvantages. Risk of failure. So it may be failure, or it may be this startups business. This startups may be get the loss also. So risk of failure. It is the drawback. And the next thing, low compensation. Low compensation. So we will get the low profits or low returns, not getting by high level of compensation, right? So low profits or low compensation to the employees. Next, poor market access. So we don't know the exact awareness about create awareness about our product in the mind of the customers. So to prove poor market accesses. Next, team conflicts. So team means here our employees who belongs to the startups. So here disputes or conflicts may rise in the team members within the team members. So these are the employees. So here a dispute between them. So conflicts means disputes. So disputes or conflicts may rise in our company's employees. Next, lack of resources. Resources means here funds, lack of money, lack of materials, lack of machineries, lack of money, lack of methods, right? So lack of resources is another disadvantage of startups. Lack of proper, excellent processes. We don't know the exact conversion processes. Suppose this is the go down, mission 1, mission 2 sections. So this conversion of raw material into finished goods, those processes may be ineffective in this startup businesses, right? And the last thing is stressed out. Stressed out. So the entrepreneurs may get the stress. May get the stress due to the losses and the risks bearing by that particular persons. So these are the disadvantages of startups business, right? So up to now we discussed the two things: EDP, Entrepreneurship Development Program, and next startups. Startups means establishment of a new small organizations is called as their startups. So we discussed these two: EDP program and startups. And startups there advantages and disadvantages of the process we discussed. In the next class, we need to discuss economic factors, technical factors, and the last topic, feasibility study report. These two topics we will discuss it in the next class, right? So in this class, EDP process and their phases, right? Next, startups. Startups means simply start a new small business, and this business startups process, advantages and disadvantages, we discuss it. Right, in the next class we have two topics are pending in the sixth unit. So technical and economic factors, feasibility study, these two topics we will discuss in the next class, right? Thanks for listening, guys. Stay home, stay safe, be careful with corona, and be well prepared for your end exams. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.